It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the back. Switch.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
One set. Watch 80. Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike 50. Wants to run. They're running it. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Slam. He's checking. Good move.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Chicago! Cordell Patterson, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Next to score, Bears 7, Rams nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing again is gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his head.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. You go take.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
We're good. We're good.
That's a 9-yard line.
Go. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Sets up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 52. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Alert.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
All day, dog.
First down, a run with Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 37. Check 37.
Alert.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Under 10.
On third down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Hey, ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Jim. Slam. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 50.
They try again with Cohen. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Switch. SOS.
61, matchbox lights.
Trubisky will throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hold on. Check.
Check nickel.
Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10. Goff again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch.
Move.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Shift. Hold the look. Watch
Man, top.
Check three.
Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Man, top.
Kill. Watch twitch.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now it's 4th down and short. And whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line.
Brandon Cooks, he's at the 50, 30, 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Alert!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And then there is Patterson, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.